Hello everyone, can you all do share your darshan experience of the third eye power manifestation? Can you all hear me? Shariyo, Chakraradha Swarupini. Now can you hear me? Yes, can you all please share your darshan experience, and we will be doing the third eye power manifestation. Chakraradha Swarupini, Shariyo, Ganga Priya Shari, Alasika. All of you quickly go ahead and share your darshan experience, and let's do the third eye power manifestation. Right now, it's unable to express the words. That's what Xavier thinks. All right. I always, Ganga Priya, always feels nice each time in darshan, always feels blessed. Wonderful. So please sit straight with your head, neck back, straight line. Close your eyes and tie your eyes with eye band. Continue to visualize Swamiji's form, beautiful darshan form. The deep space of gratitude. Continue to hold the space of that Swamiji is Paramashiva, and meditating on the form of Swamiji will awaken your third, will awaken your third eye and manifest the power. Any thoughts that are coming, let it come, let it go. You continue to hold that space of blissful awareness. This space, start chanting the Mahavakya and experience this space of oneness. With that space of oneness, scan through your third eye and manifest the power of third eye. So I'm going to project the picture. Scan through your third eye and manifest the power of third eye.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasudashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Yes. Now, all of you, please go ahead and share your third eye power manifestation in the whatever your third eye showed. Please post it in the chat. Ganga Priya, third eye, if you are attended Swamiji's darshan, your third eye is open. You just need to decalcify that. You just need to just participate in the power manifestation, decalcify. Please understand. Do not ever say I don't have my third eye open. I don't know. We simply say yet to manifest. Again and again, Swamiji says your words are more powerful. If you are making these statements, they become permanent reality. That is not what you joined here, right? Mark? So always say yet to manifest. Xavier, that is beautiful. That's wonderful. I mostly saw Swamiji for being his active. So let me share what I have projected. It doesn't matter. You're seeing Swamiji. That is ultimate. Somebody's posted great. So it's kind of so it's basically ocean, rivers, houses. So Ganga Priya, do you understand, Ma? Ma Ganga Priya, do you understand? See, that may be the reality now that you are seeing something blank, nothing is there. But when you participate actively in the power manifestation, you try to experience oneness space, right? That decalcifies your life. In the power manifestation is equal to hours of meditation. So it is very, very useful. Many of you are not participating, are not sharing your manifestation results. There are only few responses out of 20 people. So I request all of you to enter a Chinese Sangha with separate room. I don't get to hear them. But participate. Participate. If you participate, only you will see the result. Participation is life. Otherwise, you just hear and you just forget. Nothing will be registered. Nothing will be getting to your head and the transformation happens. All right. So now we are going to the very important topic. Um, very important topic that is Vedic astrology. We have learned about the karma both are actually. So what? See, there is something that we want. So what we have learned about agamya karma, prarabdha karma, sanchita karma. There's a big, huge pile that we accumulated over the period of many millions of lifetimes since we started feeling separate entity. Gangapriya, wonderful. I've yet to manifest today. This is the language. It's called yesterday also I mentioned to our Gurukul kids, Swamiji taught them Sat Bhasha, the right language. They do not, they don't know. No word only they do not use. They said avoid. So the words will affect so much on us. We are trying, we are working to decalcify our third eye. Third eye is there for everyone. It's really, really real. That's the truth. But it's decalcified. When your house is dirty, you clean it, right? You can't say my house is dirty, my house is dirty, my house is dirty. You don't do anything about it. Your house is dirty only. It get more dirty. It get worms out. Nothing will happen. Only when you start cleaning at one corner, I mean, your house means a house. You can't keep saying, house is dirty, house is dirty. Oh, so dirty. Keep describing how dirty the house is. Will it going to change? This much dirt is here. You measure how many cans, dustbins you need. That is practically okay. But you keep describing how dirty it is. I'm just telling one very, what do you call it? Just to understand. There's nothing significant of, there's nothing else. There's nothing much of significant Just to understand that if we keep talking about a place which is dirty, house is dirty, the house is never going to clean. If you want the house to be clean, if you want the house to be clean, what you need to do? You need to start cleaning. If you follow any method, you do vacuum cleaner, you do a broomstick, you hire a professional helper, you do this cleaning liquid, you do that cleaning liquid. Methods are various to clean the house. But the goal is clean the house means you take any, if you are decided your intention is to clean the house, you do various methods, whatever is convenient for you to clean the house. You keep saying things, house is clean, house is never going to be clean. On the top, you get frustrated that you have to do this work. You get irritated with that, saying that, oh God, I have to do dirty job. Understand? Keep saying the negative things. Even though that is seemingly our logically, really the reality, what is wrong in saying that? Well, in saying that you get frustrated, you get nothing is going to be solved. If your intention is solved, nothing is going to be solved. On the top, you get frustration that you are going to do a dirty job. So similarly, if you keep saying, this is for whole Shruma, Gangapriya, I may be using your name because 2 times you said, I don't know, I don't know, I don't have my third eye open, I don't have my third eye open, I don't know. So if you keep saying that, your third eye will never open. It's for everyone, Ma. It is not only you, it's for all of us. It's for all of us. Because I've seen, witnessed in your Gurukul kids, how simply, casually, they use only Satpash. They don't use negative words. Simply practice. They simply believe in Swamiji. They simply ask Swamiji to show it. Simple play with them. Simply it happens. It is, they don't consider it as a big thing. They don't it doesn't mean that they don't have sincerity. They have sincere, but they are not very serious about it. They very casually, sincerely practice every day. And there's so many, that's why that is just easy for them to manifest. So we all need to practice. Why we are doing power manifestation every time we hear after the jnana session? Because that powerfulness of the jnana session will manifest powers. So when it's easy like whatever you heard is going to be experientially become part of you. When you heard some powerful cognition, you do the power manifestation. And soon after darshan, if you notice, we start with the power manifestation. Soon after yoga session, we start with power manifestation. The reason is, Swamiji said, whatever you heard, whatever you moved your body with intention of yoga, after darshan, you want that to be a permanent experience. You practice the oneness, the power manifestation that become permanent experience. It doesn't matter whether you gotten it exactly what I projected. It doesn't matter. It will happen. If you have the right way you practice it, it will happen. I've seen 100% people manifesting it just when they're sincere. All right, Ma. So it is, you understand, Ma? Gangapriya? I, I may use her name, but it's for everyone. Xavier, right? You can give a thumbs up. Yes. Yes, Ganga. So always use, yes, I participated. Be happy. Celebrate that you participated. Third eye, you have cleaned a little. See, when you clean the house, how will you feel? A little bit. You feel good, isn't it? That part looks so fresh, alive. Similarly, when you participate in the power manifestation, some decalcification happens. Don't go analyze, oh, my, I'm not some picture projected. but I got opposite result. Don't go logical. Don't see the unclaimed part. See only what you have done. You have participated. Celebrate that. Participation itself is a big thing. It's your because you're seeking, you're on the journey. Celebrate that. With your simple celebration, will lead you to manifest. That joy of participating will lead you to manifest. Everything, the same strategy holds true for everything in our life. Now we are going to learn a very important session on Vedic astrology. Why we need to know? We also started the question karma. When we learned about the karma, why we need to know about karma? Why? Similar, we explained that it leads you to blissful life. Similarly, Vedic astrology is the blueprint of your life. Meaning, there is a big pile of karma. For those of you who joined, I'm just briefly explaining the karma. We have it from the time we identify ourselves as a separate entity, and we started behaving the way we want to, and we accumulated certain karma that is piled up. Anything that piled up, like a huge pile, mountains of karma we accumulated, all of us. So from that is called Sanchita karma, chemistry of karma. It is also called physics, biology, and chemistry of karma. This is chemistry of karma. That's called Sanchita karma. It's a reserve bank. So much reserve bank we have. Like all the reserves we have. Good, bad doesn't mean only bad. Good, bad, everything we have. Now, we have that. And in this incarnation that you see me, I see you as Xavier. Xavier see me as Tamai. And all of you, I'm seeing you, Lissika, Jnanaswari, Guru Sprani, this lifetime. We have picked up from that picked up certain things. I want to experience this. I want to pick up this good thing. I want to pick up this bad thing. That exhausting that good. Some we pick up, we choose certain things. Last night I was giving you an example, the previous session. When you go to a vacation, you have a huge pile of collection of photos, especially Indian ladies. So many sarees, right? So many sarees, jewels. They collect. Okay, lots of clothes to collect. What do you do when they are going for a marriage ceremony? So they'll pick up sarees. Okay, this saree I'm going to wear. This blouse I'm going to wear. This jewels I'm going to wear. This special appearance saree. Like that, they pick up something. It's that time. Okay, so all that they pick up. Their collection only. They are not stealing from some other bureau. Okay, their own bureau. They collect items and they pack it back, right? They pack a suitcase and go to the marriage party, and then they wear it. They wear. So here, same way, in your Sanchita karma, your accumulation reserve bank of karma, you pick up certain things. This, good, bad, everything, you pack it and incorporate in this current. Whatever you picked up is called prana. It's the other. Getting it? Xavier, I do think you are not in this. So I'm reading. Whatever you picked up, this that whole pile and come down on this planet Earth is physiology. Your blueprint. What is the blueprint? It's called horoscope. The blueprint is nothing but your horoscope. This is what is destined. That is what destiny. Horoscope. Your blueprint. You have come down with that. Meaning that you don't do anything that you want to special. What time, what day you have marriage, what what difficulties you are going to, what accident you are going to get, what good things, success you are going to get, everything you come down. Then after coming down, you got into you got into again patterns. Again, you accumulate in this lifetime the karma. After coming down, also you accumulate in this lifetime karma. Whatever you accumulate in the current incarnation, the current lifetime is gone. Physics, biology. In this lifetime, what have you accumulated? Again, adding to that big pile, you come down to exhaust your prarabdha. But while exhausting it, you also accumulate certain karma, certain thought trends, certain patterns still there that you add to your pile. The pile never ends. That is what is life cycle is on. That is why you need a blueprint. So now we are in this session, we are going to learn about what is the blueprint. What is that horoscope? We are going to learn that. It is the oldest Jyotisha. We're going to learn a little bit brief about Jyotisha. Horoscope in Sanskrit word is Jyotisha. Astrology is a science that studies the interrelationship between human and natural events. Why things happen the way it happens to us. The movement of the planets and the passage of time have a significant impact on our lives. In astrology, it's called Jyotish in Sanskrit. Jyoti is light. It shows the light. Why do you need to know? When you know, it is like a weather forecast. You know certain weather forecast. You take care of it, right? You know, a heavy snowfall. What do? You take shower, you avoid to, and you do something about it. Heavy rainfall, pick up umbrella, or you do something. You see the weather, right? To plan our days, to plan our work. Similarly, Jyotish, Jyoti is the light of our life. So it shows us what is coming. So it's an enlightened science. It is from the Vedas. It is not some superstition that allows, the science allows to identify and fulfill all our life's purpose while sailing safely throughout the life. When you know the weather forecast, when weather is bad, you take some precautionary measure for your safety. Similarly, this science will allow you to sail through the life safely. It can help you decode the influence of planets on your life to make the best decisions at the right time. Even a basic understanding of Hindu astrology will empower you tremendously to understand why you need to go through certain experiences at your life. And what is the best thing you can do in each situation and every period of your life. The cosmos at the time of birth gets printed in that consciousness. Your inner space gets a print of the cosmic energy. That energy level and the position of the nine major energy centers of the solar system. These are the astrological planets, are not only astronomical, they are energies. They are not mere dead objects. They are energies. A particular energy of push and pull exists between them. And the different energy positions clearly decide the cosmic energy level during the time of birth. Based on that, Jyotisha will be able to predict the course of life. Understand, not only it, exact incidences, because you have the freedom to choose. See, they are there, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to do, oh, this is what destined to happen. You have the freedom to alter it. How you have freedom? When a weather forecast is predicted, you have a freedom to do something. You have freedom to decide whether to sit here or not. You have freedom to sit here whether to go vacation or not, to read this or not, to attend this class or not. You have a freedom. You have freedom on many things. So the science of astrology, Swamiji tells us that just when camera shutter opens and ready, the image is captured on the film. In the same way, when we enter in the body, the time of entering the body and the position of astrological planets affects your future. Swamiji describes how the different energy positions of the 9 planets decides the cosmic energy level of one's life. Swamiji reveals that the planetary influence on our lives from the original source, from Paramashivoham, he reveals for the first time in a very elaborately, such a simple way, not a very complicated, frightened way, but he reveals first time a new concept that planets are there to guide you, help you, to move you to experience Paramashivoham. So let's understand the 9 planets and the astrological effects. Explanation from Swamiji.
Stars. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, 3rd chapter, 28th verse, 134th sutra, subject is astral travel and experiencing stars. Very powerful samyama. Today's samyama is, let me read the sutra. Chandre tara vyuhangyanam. Chandre tara vyuhangyanam. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as on the moon knowledge of the cluster of stars. Swami Prabhavananda translates this sutra as by making samyama on the moon, one gains knowledge of the stars, arrangement of stars. Swami Sachidananda translates as by samyama on the moon comes knowledge of the stars arrangement. Bhagavan Osho translates as by performing samyama on the moon, knowledge concerning the arrangement of the stars is gained. Before entering into today's Samyama, I wanted all of you to understand some of the important facts. Indian astronomers are the oldest scientists who developed the whole astronomy. Vedic rishis are the oldest astronomers, oldest astrologers. I wanted to make it clear what I mean by the word astronomy and what I mean by the word astrology. English has no words, so I will have to give meaning to it. So this is the meaning. I am using these two words. When I use the word astronomy, the positions of stars and the knowledge about the movements of those stars. This is what I call astronomy. When I say astrology, the effect of that energies on your inner space and on the flow of your life and flow of the nature on the globe. Sorry, on the planet Earth. Understand? When I say astronomy, I mean the positions of the different stars and energy centers. When I say astrology, I mean effect of those positions on your inner space, body, and the nature of this planet Earth. Indian rishis are the most powerful astronomers and astrologers. Even the time which you experience, the concept of time you experience is based on Indian astrology. No scientists, no human beings other than the rishis were able to penetrate this whole system and science so deeply. And you need to know the important fact, our rishis did not have modern day equipments, 1,001 varieties of telescopes, no. Instruments, tools, equipments, no, nothing was available. Then how could they describe so clearly all the eclipse, the arrangements of the stars, solar system, precisely, I can say at least 25,000 years before? We have a record, solid record in Rig Veda, some of the constellations and the arrangements of stars which cannot be predicted, which can be only seen and recorded. It means at least 25,000 years before, the Vedic rishis had so much of intelligence on the science of astronomy. They were able to see, observe, and record the calculation of the time, the most I don't have right word. I'm just searching for the right word. Precise calculation of the time and the greatest revelation still modern science is yet to reach. Sun is going around the earth. Please understand, I insist again. sun is going around the earth. This is revealed by Vedic rishis. You need to know how we measure reality. For example, dream state, waking state. Why do you say dream state is lower reality, waking state is higher reality? Because in your concept of time, the waking state is supposed to be long than the dream state. So anything stays for a longer period, we call it as reality. We take that as a base scale. If you see from this scale, for the earth to go around the sun, it takes only 1 year. But for the sun to go around the earth, it may take at least 1 billion years. So naturally, you are supposed to calculate based on the longer time. Vedic rishis have calculated the time, constellations, all their astrological, astronomical decisions based on the great fact sun goes round the earth. Please understand. You need to know this fact very clearly. I'll better draw it and show you. Here is the sun. And here is the earth. And here is the moon going around the sun, going around the earth. And earth itself supposed to be going around the sun. Now, sun is not stable as we think. By the time this guy is going around the earth, we can call it earth, moon, and sun. Earth is going around the sun. This guy is also going around the whole. He is also moving. See, this whole galaxy is moving. The whole galaxy is moving, which we call in Sanskrit Hiranyagarbha, which scientists have their own words, black hole, Big Bang, or the energy shaft, whatever they call it. So when this is also going around, something larger. So naturally what happens? By the time this guy goes round, he would have went round earth at least once. Understand? Earth will be going around and sun is all, the whole thing is going around. So naturally what will happen? The earth, the sun would have went round the earth at least once. By the time he finishes the whole round. If you keep the Hiranyagarbha as center, feel this as a Hiranyagarbha. This is Hiranyagarbha, H. Hiranyagarbha is the center and the sun is moving around. When the Hiranyagarbha is the center and sun is moving around, understand, by the time sun finishes one round of Hiranyagarbha, he would have completed at least one circle of earth. So I want you to know, sun goes around the earth, not earth around the sun. Earth may be going around, but we cannot consider that as a reality. It's a lower reality because the time consumption is smaller. The time taken is smaller. So the basic fact, the basic truth, basic foundation to calculate time the concept of earth going around the sun will not be that precise. The sun going around the earth only can be precise concept. That only can calculate time much more precisely than the concept of earth going around the sun. How did? Without any telescope, without any instruments, tools, able to experience such a strong truths and create such strong understandings, revelations. This is the one revelation revealed. I can go on expanding the knowledge of Vedic rishis in the field of astronomy and astrology. How the energy flow of the different planets and stars and their arrangements directly affect the mental setup and energy flow of your body and mind and the nature's flow. It's very strange, but true. The knowledge of Indian astronomers on the science of stars, about the arrangement of the stars and the whole astronomy. The whole Indian astronomy and astrology, both systems, came out of this one sutra. This Patanjali's one sutra is responsible for the whole science. Or I can say that whole science's secret Patanjali reveals in this one sutra. The sacred secret embedded in this sutra is meditate, do samyama on the moon energy. Understand? Let me describe exactly the moon energy. Here, there's a beautiful word. Chandre tara vyuha jnanam. Moon energy. Yesterday, I was telling you, when the sun energy will be in peak in your being, when you are in the peak physical pleasure, the sun energy will be peak in your body. Same way, when you fast for one paksha, paksha means from new moon to full moon or full moon to new moon, that 16 days is called as one paksha. Krishna Bhaksha or Sukla Bhaksha. From new moon to full moon is called Sukla Bhaksha. From full moon to new moon, Amavasya, is called Amara Bhaksha or Krishna Bhaksha. Whether it is a Sukla Bhaksha or Krishna Bhaksha, if you fast without solid food, just on liquid food, for the 16 days, your hara center, Swadhisthana, just below the navel, in Swadhisthana, you will experience extraordinary coolness. That is moon energy. Understand? When you are in the peak of the physical pleasure, you will experience sun energy. So if you visualize the extreme movement, peak movement of the physical pleasure and connect that with the sun energy, You will have samyama on sun. Now I am teaching you samyama on the moon. At least once in your life, you should try this practice. 16 days of living without solid food. You can take liquid, juices or liquid. 16 days. Then on the hara center, below the navel, Swadhisthana chakra. One important thing, throughout that 16 day, you should continuously do samyama on that navel, the Swadhisthana, hara center, below the navel. In the night, lie down in the open sky. Bring your awareness to your Swadhisthana, below the navel chakra. If needed, have a spatika, pure crystal stone on Swadhisthana and meditate, do samyama. In Swadhisthana, the moon is alive. Or you have become so big, the moon is in your Swadhisthana. Understand? I am giving you step-by-step instructions. The sacred secrets embedded in the samyamas are getting revealed to world first time. And I'm challenging. I'll prove all these things. I'll prove all these things. Anybody. And it's not that difficult. I can make many of our ashramites, yogis to do these practices and study and prove it. Directly it can be proven. 16 days living on liquid diet, no solid food, because whenever you take more solid food and the necessity for digestion is required, all your energy gets locked in Manipuraga. It never travels to Swadhisthana. So for 16 days, you need to give a little rest. Give only liquid diet, liquid food for the body. So you don't need to spend too much energy and attention, awareness on digestion. Bring your awareness always to Swadhisthana chakra. In the night time, keep the spatika, pure crystal, on the Swadhisthana and lie down facing the moon. Do samyama on moon energy. With open eyes or closed eyes, no problem. Feel you have become so big. The moon is in your Swadhisthana. Suddenly the moon energy will be awakened in you. Two things will happen. You will have the complete knowledge of the arrangements of stars and effect of that arrangement on your system. Understand? Effect of that on your system. Effect of the stars arrangements on your system is very important to know many things about your life. If you can know the effect of the star arrangements on your system, suddenly you will be able to solve thousands of problems in your life. Even enlightenment will become very easy. You just know where you are stuck on your own. Please understand. When master tells you where you are stuck, you will not be able to trust him, because you may think, he may be telling this to exploit me. You will have your own doubts. Like one sadhu told a blind man who was trying to walk with a frozen snake as a stick. In the Himalayas, in the cold, one snake was frozen. And one blind man thought it's a nice stick. And he started walking with that stick. Sadhu said, hey, drop that, it is a snake. When sun comes up, the snake will come back to life. It will bite you. But the blind man thought, no, no, no. This sadhu wants this stick. That is why he is asking me to drop it. So sometimes you will have your own doubt. But these techniques will teach you. You will have the clarity and awareness where you are stuck. If you know where you are stuck, liberating yourself will be very easy. Many times, the point where you are stuck. And one more thing, if master asks you something, you are not able to give up that, the existence will snatch that from you forcibly. But by the time existence snatches that from you forcibly, you would have wasted too much time. But this knowledge, this kind of samyamas will teach you so clearly, you don't need to waste your time holding on to those things for the existence to come and snatch it away from you. Waste of time. So that is the reason Patanjali goes on giving many of these samyamas. This samyama is such wonderful samyama. It can bring two dimensions of knowledge. One, the positions and arrangements of stars. Second, the effect of that on your system. Effect of moon and planets have a direct impact on your system because we can see in your life. Many people, one screw loose, two screw loose and all. During Purnima and Amavasya, full moon day, new moon day, they'll go crazy. Now everybody is looking at their spouse. I am seeing. Are remembering the spouse. If the spouse is not around, they're remembering. I don't know why every man invariably thinks the spouse is one or two screw loose. It's almost like an eternal rule. What to do? Life, sometimes Chandre Tara Vyuha Jnanam. By doing samyama on the moon energy, the knowledge about the arrangement of the stars and effect of those arrangement of stars on your body will be revealed to you. I tell you, especially if you are initiated into Kundalini awakening, means already you have started experiencing the levitation. If your body has started lifting off the ground when you unclutch by initiation, that's what I call already initiated. If you are already initiated, try one or two of these samyamas. I tell you, It's all foolproof, risk-free. You will not go any more crazy. What is there for you to lose? Nothing. Nothing to lose. And try these samyamas. It will be good. It will be really good. These samyamas will give you tremendous courage and confidence to follow the master, to follow this Vedic tradition. I tell you, never ever I have seen Vedantis retaining their confidence on the philosophy and guru till the end. It is always yogis who experience the effects of samyama reach till the goal. Because to reach the goal, to reach the end, to see the end, to see the final goal, you need tremendous inspiration, enthusiasm, joy, ecstasy, spirit of high achiever. I tell you, spirit of high achiever. I can say the spirit of high achiever is the direct quality of a spiritual enlightenment. Spirit of high achiever. The spirit of high achiever is always achieved only by yogis who experience this kind of samyamas, who work with this kind of samyamas, who get the glimpses of extraordinary powers. Otherwise, Vedantis make big belly, mouth dirtied by the betel leaf, betel nut, and dirty arguments. That's all. Vedantis do not make anything except dirty mouth. It is yogis who practice this kind of samyamas. Even in our own organization, I have seen. Unless people practice, they become more or less politicians. If you practice this kind of samyamas, you will have the tremendous clarity. I tell you, when you have this kind of experiences through samyama, even the secrets, the sacred secrets behind every Shastra Pramana will be revealed to you. Understand? Sacred secrets behind every Apta Pramana will be revealed to you. Many words I utter to you, even if I am shouting at you, there is a sacred secret behind. Unless you know the sacred secret behind, you will not follow it up. You will miss and mess. Even to understand Master, the sacred secret embedded behind his words, you need little bit of this kind of practices, samyama practices. Try this samyama. 16 days. No solid food. Just liquid food. Every night, lie down in the open sky, keep a spatika on your swadhisthana and gaze at the moon. Feel you have become so big that moon is on your swadhisthana. All the other stars are in your inner space. I tell you, you will have the unique, powerful knowledge of the arrangements of stars and its effect on your system.
what are your understanding, and let me know your questions. Can you all hear me? You know, if you have any questions. Now, let's learn the science of horoscope. How the 9 planets affects us and how they guide us and align us to lead to Paramashivoham, to experience our divine self.
People and atheists were abusing, disrespecting the traditional astrology. Secretly, they were always consulting astrologers. Even though many people try to abuse or disrespect, the science still holds its power, its influence on human beings. In India, the report says 93% of the people read or study their horoscopes regularly before taking any big decisions, not just marriage, before taking any big decisions. Surely there is a science behind it, even though, as usual, anything which expands certain limit, goes beyond certain limit, will lose its originality, will start getting diluted. There was little dilution in this science also, but that does not mean the science itself is a lie. Understand this one example, then you will be able to understand, connect with the astrology, the science of astrology. It's like for one moment in camera, when the cover moves, whatever was outside gets printed on the film. Then you can develop that film, it will become photograph. Second time, you can't use that same film. What first moment, what gets recorded, only that will be there in the film. Same way, the moment you come out, the moment your consciousness enters into the body, the energy level of the cosmos gets printed in that consciousness, your inner space gets a print of the cosmic energy level based on the time of the birth and the position of the 9 major energy centers. I wanted one more understanding to be internalized by you all. The astronomical planets are not astrological planet energies. Even though number may be same, the astrological planets are energies. For example, planet Earth is here. Maybe I can use the paper to draw and show you. This understanding will really help. Planet Earth is here. Sun. Different grahas are there. Please visualize this as eccentric circles. And these are some planets. Okay. This is Sun. When we say here in our temple, if you see, there will be 9 planetary energies. Statue deities will be there. They will be worshipping. When we say Sani Graha, that is not exactly Saturn. Consider this as a Saturn. A particular energy of pull and push is there always between the grahas. The energy which comes out of the Saturn does not completely come and influence the planet Earth. In between, something will be added, something will be deleted. Different energy clash will be there. For example, 100 unit push energy comes from the Saturn, and if 20 unit pulling energy comes from the Buddha, naturally it will be neutralized. It will become 80. And suddenly here you will see Shukra may add 30 unit, then it will become 110. When it reaches, by the time it reaches the planet Earth, it may get deviated for some time. Then it may come down to 80 or 50. Whatever finally reaches, that is what we call Sunny, Saturn energy. Understand? It's a very subtle science. The same Saturn will not have same influence over planet Earth continuously. If he moves, the total calculation of the pull or push will differ. If you move, even sometime I have seen, within 12 days, the whole energy will be different. Whole energy will be different. If the astronomical planets and astrological planets are same, then the energy difference will not be there. But it is not same. It is not same. It is the totality of the energy reaches to the planet Earth. Maybe when we say Saturn, the major influence in that energy flow was from Saturn. When we say Buddha, it is not that only Buddha is radiating. That energy which came out of Buddha, by the time it reaches the planet Earth, goes through some 5-6 alterations. So many influences gets added and deleted. then the energy reaches the planet Earth. The different energy positions clearly decides the cosmic energy level during your birth, during the time of the birth. Based on that, we will be able to easily predict the course of your life. Understand? Not exact incidents. Exact, if somebody claims they can predict exact incidents, and I have seen all foolish ads in the newspaper. 3 days your problem will be solved. I'm really surprised. I thought of it. Anyhow, I don't think incidents themselves can be predicted. Only a course of kind of a rough course only can be predicted. Incidents are too minute details, and you do have a freedom. Understand? Even if a minute incidents like which chair you will sit, if that can be predicted, you don't have a freedom. You don't have a freedom. You do have a freedom whether you have a freedom to decide whether to sit here or not, or listen here or not, or understand or not. All those things you have a freedom. Maybe the major actions, major course, like whether you will become enlightened or not, maybe those things can be predicted. But the small decision, only principles can be predicted, not the policies. Policies, you have an individual freedom. Having an idea about horoscope, your own horoscope, will give you many times intelligence and acceptance to decide about your life. Intelligence to make decision, acceptance about the inevitable things. So according to me, a seeker should have little bit basic intelligence about their own horoscope. Better to read some books and have an idea than going to some person who is new, who doesn't know. In those days, fortunately, we had family astrologers. I know my own family had an astrologer who is very precise, who is very... One more thing, if that guy is a family astrologer who knows completely your family, then he can interpret energy flows. He can easily interpret and guide you. He can be a counselor also, personal counselor also. We had a fortune of having that kind of an astrologer who is professional, who is an experienced astrologer, who knows the science, above all, knows the family well. So easily can do the job of counseling. At least whatever I heard from my parents, not even once his prediction failed. His prediction failed. It's very surprising. It's only one prediction failed, that he predicted that I will die at the age of 80. I took sannyas. That is the only thing failed. Of course, sannyas is practically rebirth. Otherwise, such a precise knowledge. So try to read 1 or 2 books. It will really give you an opening and glimpse, and it will be really exciting. When I started studying, it was very exciting. You can play a lot with it because there is the astrological sutras actually encourage your visualization and power to connect things. It really helps you.
that. Let's go over briefly and how each planet are responsible for and what is that planet affects on our life. Just go over briefly. So before that, anyone of you know the planet's names? Can you type it? I think most of you know it already because it's common general knowledge. Everyone has more interest. Here, Swamiji explaining the original signs from the Vedas, the signs of Jyotisha. So about the Navagraha. Navagraha in Sanskrit means 9 planets. Nava means 9. Graha means planets. Navagrahas in Sanskrit Vedic astrology meaning 9 planets. They are independent energies. They are 9 deities. They are intelligent, independent, and intelligent planetary energies that influence our lives. And these are the names of the planets. The sun, the left side, the name in Sanskrit is there. In the right side, the English name is there. Rahu, Ketu is Uranus and Neptune. The sun, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and Uranus and Neptune. The Sanskrit names are Surya, Chandra, Angaraka, Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. So these are the the 9 planets influence us. What is the main rule and how we experience of their effect. Surya, there is a more details about what kind of a color that planetary position and what grain. So Surya represents the power of responsibility. Surya is the sun, the power of responsibility. He is the main role he's the energy supplier of all the planets. He is the leader of all the planets. And when Surya is up peak, we experience intense power of creation and success. And Chandra, the moon. Basically, he represents all the soft emotions like love, romance, care, and attention. And his main role is he is needed for medicines on planet Earth. And when Surya and Chandra is in peak in our chart, we experience good health, fulfillment in all relationships. And then next, Mars, the Angaraka, we call it Sanskrit. Basically, he's the power of energy. And his main role is time factor expansion. And when he is in peak, we experience fulfillment by enriching others. The next is Mercury, the Buddha. He is the power of authenticity. He raises the frequency of anything you have. If you have the good things, he raises the frequency of that. If you have the bad thing, he raises the frequency of that. So he raises the frequency of anything we have. You will go to the peak of anything. If Buddha is active in our chat, go to the peak of anything. Then next is Guru. Guru is Jupiter. He is the power of completion. And he's teaching you by encouraging you. And his experience is seeking in awaken. With the Guru's Jupiter grace only, the seeking is awakened in you. The next is Shukra, the Venus, basically marriage and wealth. He teaches you by frightening you. Life teaches, basically. Then when he speaks, you accumulate more wealth and generating more wealth. You have good relationships. Then Saturn, Shani. He's a power of integrity. And he keeps you accountable for everything. And when he is in peak, you're always accountable. The next is Rahu, is a Uranus. Any pleasure that moves you away from Paramashiva, he will remove it. You are neglecting your life's purpose. He moves away from your purpose. Rahu snatches away from you. He keeps you accountable, uncompromising and straight. And when he is in peak, all the pleasures of your life are snatched away from your life. When Ketu, he represents enlightenment. He always encourages you towards completion and will never do any bad. And when he's in peak, you start listening to yourself and others. So actually, Navagrahas, the 9 planets, are actually independent living energies that are constantly planning for our growth, expansion, and ultimate realization. They are living, not inanimate dead objects. They are what we perceive as the modern science, the areas of astronomy. The fundamental understanding that we need to have it is all the Navagrahas only do the work of making us realize Paramashivoham. With this new understanding, we are awakened to the whole another area of research. The full field is not just the collective effect of gravitational force of these planets, it is their conscious support in our endeavors. Whenever you manifest any powerful cognitions revealed by Paramashiva and be humble to the grahas, grahas support you, protect you, liberate you from any malefic, evil, negative effects. Grahasutra confirms that we have nothing to fear in our grahas. They are gods. So, the Bruhat Parasaras Purasastra. Parasara, the sage, greatest sage, he, from the Vedas, he compiled the Jyotisha, the astrology sign. So basically, he says, destroying the strength of the Daitya, that Daityas is demons, increasing the strength of the Devatas, the gods, aiming to establish the Dharma. The auspicious birds proceed regularly from the Grahas. Parasara Hora Sastra, the narration of Avatar in this sutra, Parasara Hora Sastra tells us that the Grahas are nothing but the aspects of God. That the purpose of these aspects of God is to bestow the result of man and other creatures' actions. Grahas, and thus we should not fear them. So scientific studies shows millions of around the globe today, experiences of millions. That these are the few scientific research that modern research proves that the planets have a direct impact on the human body. Some of these effects are listed below. The number of thoughts we have, time of experiencing adulthood and puberty, changes in the menstrual cycle, timing of the gestation period, energy level in our body is affected due to the gravitational force of the moon and changes in the hormonal levels. There are many more actually. Some are listed here, which is scientifically proven. So Swamiji shares a beautiful Atma Pramana, how he learned astrology from his guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. To teach me astrology, Arunagiri Yogeshwara actually brought down the Navagraha, the 9 planets. Suddenly, there was a bright color orb in front of us. He used to color that they radiate to teach me the different effect that planet's energy has on me. When the red color of Jupiter mixed with the green color of the moon, there is a certain effect. Like this, the different combinations of each planet made up the astrology as science. When I realized that they were actual planets, I asked Swami, if Surya is here, when people look up, what will happen? So he just said, until you are here, I will make sure nobody looks up. So, Bhagwan Surya, the sun, he is an energy representing strong fundamental force that heals us of our engram brings completion. Impact of which you will immediately see with the increased efficiency, sudden sense of relief, and some since because some old patterns and situations are repeating in your life ends. So, and often Bhagwan Surya is worshipped by the students. There's so many actually. Whatever is listed is very less. So all the planets, whether they are giving you difficulties or uh, giving you pleasures, are all lead us to. They're giving the results of our actions, but we can change that destiny by simple obedience, simple aligning our energy, simple aligning our thoughts and actions. It's only like a weather forecast, they are there to show, to guide our life. So it's always good to know about our astrological chart with the traditional experts. So any questions, please do let me know. As a brief introduction, please let me know. Any questions? It's a so how do you know when a planet energy is set? It's a beautiful question. So basically, there are many people who study this. They are experts, and we can take their help. And there are computers. This all basically math. There are even computers tell us if you put your date of birth and place of birth, and you get a chart. And based on that, this get this your chart. And it for new beginner, it's very difficult to understand. But the traditional astrologers will easily explain to us. Even if you put astrological chart, you put your name, you put your place of birth, date of birth, you will get your chart. You'll get your the which planet is high, which planet is low, all that calculation, mathematics, and the results, predictions, everything will come even in the computer. But The accuracy, I'm not sure. There's certain idea you can get, but the accuracy, it's a big science. And people who are studied under the proper guidance, they will be able to predict exactly the essence. But basic idea, you can get it from your computer also, from the online sources. All right, ma? Gangapriya? All right. So let's pray our deep gratitude, Swamiji. With the deep gratitude, let's conclude our sessions for today. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tasat Sarvam Bhagavad Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam, everyone. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Nithyananda.